Cogta Minister Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma says climate change must be considered when rebuilding KwaZulu-Natal's infrastructure. Dlamini Zuma conducted an oversight visit to some affected areas to check on interventions. The minister says government is keeping a close eye on the use of issued funds. eNCA reporter Lindokuhle Xulu has the story.
Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs Minister Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma says reconstruction of damaged infrastructure must be done with the consideration of climate change. Dlamini Zuma visited the Disaster Management Center in Pietermaritzburg, where intervention is being coordinated for flood victims. She also visited areas of concern like the Henley Dam, where Sergeant Mjwaha and a K9 unit lost their lives. The minister says work is underway to change situations in those areas.
The climate change scientists have told us that the eastern part of our country will be wetter and there'll be frequent floods, whilst the western part may be drier and frequent droughts. So it means in preparing for this disaster, we must make sure that we take that into consideration.
The Cogta minister also visited shelters where displaced residents are housed. She says temporary housing will soon be provided and that people cannot return to living in hazardous areas.
We have to also find land because we cannot move people from where they were swept away and then build and allow them to rebuild their permanent homes in the same area. So there are people who were on the river banks, there are people who were in areas where the soil is not suitable. So those ones we have to find land and convince them that they should be moved from where they are.
Dlamini Zuma has also commended efforts of rescue teams and says work continues to try and find those who remain missing. She says the statistics are being revised thoroughly this time around.
As new people get found, then the number will be revised. But I think the slow revision is because now we don't want to make the same mistake. We want to be sure that when we revise it, postmortems have been done and people are actually confirmed that they died from the floods.
Cogta Minister Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma says government is keeping a close eye on the use of allocated funds. We are told the Auditor General is auditing every project as it happens. Government has also partnered with universities to research on the cost of each scope of work to address issues of overpaying contractors. Lindokuhle Xulu, Pietermaritzburg.